Welcome back to Zakima's Ridge Homestead. This morning we're going to do a quick video on what I'm pretty sure is a relatively common issue on these older Super Duty trucks. And that's an issue with your door handle hanging open and the door not wanting to close and latch. So I'll bring you in here and show you what I did to fix my issue. Hello and welcome to our channel. We're glad you're here. Okay, the truck we have now is a 2000 F350. The previous truck I had was a 99 F250. I had the same problem with that truck that I had last weekend with this one. And what happens is when you normally pull your door handle, it springs back, no problem at all. The problem I had is I opened the passenger side rear door and this happened. There was no return pressure at all on the handles. It just kind of hangs out like that, and when you close the door, it just bounces. It won't latch at all. I know if you slam the door maybe 8-10 times, sometimes it will latch, sometimes it won't. You have to keep doing it. When I had the issue with the F250, I found if I would cycle the power door locks real fast, that sometimes it would kind of free this up, and then you could open and close it a few more times, and it would do it again. I tried that when I had the issue with this truck over the weekend, and I left it in the locked position when I closed the door, and then I couldn't get the door open because it was locked and the handle was floppy, and the inside handle wouldn't work either because the door was locked. And the power locks or the manual lock, I could not get the door to unlock. So what I ended up doing was taking a rubber mallet and kind of smacking here on the outside of the door handle a few times, and then I was able to get it to unlock, and then it opened. I found that if I opened it with this outside door handle, it would stick and not want to work, but if I would use the inside door handle, it would open fine until I tried this outside handle. So that kind of told me the problem was more with the handle than with the latch, because if you look this issue up on any of the truck forums, most people tell you you're going to want to clean your latch area, spray some like brake cleaner up in here, and then maybe some, I use PB Blaster, but you could use like a silicone spray or a WD-40 to lubricate this, and sometimes that does work. But what I found was out here. I'm hoping you can see this well enough. Believe it or not, we're outside and it's still this dark. It's probably going to rain again today. When you pull the handle out, up here on the top of the handle, hoping you can see that, there's a piece of the handle that goes back into the door that when you pull the handle forward or pull the handle out, that piece pulls forward like this. And that's what actually unlatches the door, is that piece up top. And I noticed that it was just flopping in there. So when I went around the back of the door, this is what I found. Yeah, the back of all four doors have got this little rubber plug here. Now I'm not sure if every truck has this or just mine, but all four doors have got this rubber plug. It's I think you can see the child lock thing here. It's about 6-8 inches above the door latch on the inside, and it just pops out, no problem at all. And inside of there, now my finger's thin enough I can get it in, but you might need to use a screwdriver. There's a little metal rod in there, which I think I can show you that. It's not the best picture in the world, but you can see that shiny piece with the angle on it and like the little bit of rust on the top. That is what the piece on the back of the door handle pushes against. Okay, I'll try and operate the door handle so you can see what that does. So you can see as I pull the door handle, that gets pushed toward the front of the door, and then it springs back on its own. So the problem I was having is that latch piece was not coming back. It was staying in the forward position. That's why the handle was floppy, because the spring pressure on that rod is what pushes the handle back closed and keeps tension on it. So what I did was I stuck my finger in there and got it on the back side of that rod, and like I said, I got skinny fingers. You could probably just as easily use a screwdriver and stick it down in there. Kept pressure on that rod and forced it against the door handle. Then while holding it, I worked the door handle back and forth and worked that rod back and forth a few times. When I determined that was definitely the problem, I took a can of brake cleaner, and I shot brake cleaner down through this hole in that general area, stuck my finger back on the rod again, worked the handle back and forth until I didn't need to keep pressure on it anymore, where it worked by itself. Then I sprayed PB Blaster down in there real good and kept working the handle until it worked nice and free, closed the door a few times, and then it worked fine. So if you have this door handle hanging loose issue, or when you close the door, it just basically just bounces right back open. That's where I would look. Take this little rubber plug out and see if that metal piece that you could see is pulled forward instead of like right in front of this hole. And then try pushing it back and see if that tightens your handle up. Spray something down in there like brake cleaner to clean that debris or gunk or whatever causes it to hang up out of there, and then shoot some kind of lubricant in there to keep it from doing it again. If you're having the Super Duty door won't latch blues, I hope you found this video helpful. I hope that repair gets your doors to close as well as mine are now. If you like our videos, please subscribe. We'd appreciate a thumbs up. Any questions or comments, please put them down below. Thanks for watching. You have a wonderful day.